Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is JR with Extreme Outfitters. Today's video we're going to be covering the top 5 tips for building an arrow for tack. So you won half the battle, you got registered for tack. Now it's on to the fun part of building and picking out arrows for tack. So lots of different options and configurations you can go with for an arrow build for tack. We're going to cover the top 5 tips that we think are the most crucial to think about. So let's start off with diameter. There is a lot of different diameters. You have a 4 mil, 4.5 now, 5, 6, 6.5, lots of options. So a lot of times with these Total Archery Challenge shoots, you're gonna be making a lot longer shots, out to 130 yards on some of them. So one thing to consider with that is your diameter of the arrow. The smaller the diameter, the better you're gonna have for less wind drift and also better penetration, which isn't as crucial for shooting at foam, but it is another crucial option to think about. I have a 6.5 bowhunter right here. This is your standard diameter arrow. It is a very popular option for a lot of guys, especially just for hunting. It'll still work for tack, but having that standard diameter arrow, it can have a little bit more effect, especially if you're running into crosswinds or something like that. So that is why a lot of guys, like myself, I normally shoot a 4 mil, a little bit smaller diameter. It is gonna work a lot better in that wind. Moving on from there, vanes. There are so many different vanes out there, a whole bunch of different options for it. One thing that I like to run is a smaller height and a longer vane, so more like a parabolic shape like this Max Stealth right here. It's a very popular vane option for great steering. You also have something like these mini Super Sabers from DCA. These perform really well, especially for high wind areas. And another really great option is the tack vane. This is a 275. This is a very light, very durable vane. It performs extremely well for long distance shooting. Another thing to really consider is overall weight. So normally when I go out for tack, we are gonna have those long shots. I wanna be able to get the most out of my sight that I can. So I run a lighter overall weight for my arrow. I normally like to be around 400 to 450 grains, but I am also on a 30-inch draw, and I normally shoot roughly 80 pounds for most of my setups. So I'm gonna get the most speed to be able to maximize my sight. So this is just something that you will have to play with on your own, depending on your draw length and draw weight of what you can get away with. And then another really big crucial factor for this is the overall cost. It can be very expensive just to build arrows just for an event like this, but if you're a good shooter and you don't lose your arrows, hopefully you don't, you'll be able to save them and use them for future events. But that is something to always consider. You can always go with the standard bowhunter right here. It's a very budget-friendly arrow, and you can always just set it up with different vanes, wraps, and stuff like that to make it cool for what you like. And that's where we're getting into the drip. So the cool factor of it, when I go out to tack, I like to make an arrow that is my own, and that way it's easier to identify, and it's just cooler to watch them flying, especially on those 130-yard shots. So lots of different ways to set up your arrow with different wraps, different colored vanes, just to make it more of your own. It's a really fun thing to do, and especially if you get your own fletching jig, you can really customize your arrow how you want to. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 tips for arrow build for tack. Hopefully you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with this. Hopefully we'll see you out in the mountains too. We are gonna be at Tennessee and also Pennsylvania for this year's tack events. Really hope to see you guys on the mountain. If you're gonna be there, come check us out at our booth. Love to talk to you guys. As always, we thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out on the website, extremeoutfitters.com, for all of your archery and hunting needs. And also don't forget, if you order arrows from us, we offer free cut and glue. And if you're local, come check us out. We're located in Jacksonville, North Carolina, right outside of Camp Lejeune. We'll see you guys in the next video.